Hello everyone, this is Optimus Prime, here with another Thoughts video. People really wanted an episode 3 of this series, and sorry it took so long. D to the B was working on a 2-hour video talking about why Transformers Earthspark Season 2 is terrible. I really recommend the video, it is really good. He did a lot of work on it, and also he had to do more work on it when the video kept getting flagged for copyright. So he could use all the support that he could get. But anyway, I'm here to talk about the second trailer of Transformers 1 and also some clips that have surfaced on the internet. Let's start with the second trailer. The second trailer was honestly pretty impressive. The trailer opens up with an introduction of me explaining that the war's been going on for thousands of years. And then we also get a flashback of me and Megatron back at the mines, even though it's still inconsistent with the lore, but I've warmed up to the concept. Yes, I've even warmed up to the concept of us not having T-Cogs. So we get this scene where Megatron is arguing with one of the higher ups in the mines, and we also get to see Darkwing saying, "It's not like you could transform, where I'm about to flip the bird" on Darkwing, and then I almost get punched, but before that, Megatron saves me. And then we get this scene of seeing a hologram of Alpha Trion. And then we go to the cave, or we get a shot of Starscream. And then Bumblebee mentions a cave of spikes. That's not scary at all. I am still very annoyed with B in this movie. Granted, I was also annoyed with Mirage in the trailers before Transformers Rise of the Beast came out. And when I watched the movie, he was actually not that bad. So, also, I have to give credit to Keaton for doing his research. Apparently, he seems to be a huge fan. Apparently, he knows a lot about the Transformers mythos. Because there was an interview where he goes like, it depends on which continuity it is. It might sound like this in this continuity. It might sound like that in another. So he clearly knows his stuff about Transformers. He knows it more than the other actors. They are more like, I'm aware, but I don't know too much about the lore. But anyway, continuing on. We also get to see Alpha Trion again, where we get to see a rehash of the stuff we saw from the first trailer, like Alpha Trion giving us our T-Cogs and the whole transformation issues. And I also mentioned for the first time Transform and Roll Out, which it's of course played as a joke. Thanks a lot, Skywarp. Anyway, then I say in the movie, or this version of me says in the movie, that he wants to make a difference. And Megatron is like, as you said, you could be so much more. Which at the same time, we're getting this cool shot with Arachnid. I haven't seen Arachnid since TF Prime. So it's nice to see her again. Then we get a retrend of that one shot with the Quintesson in the part of Cybertron with Sentinel Prime. Then Alita also mentions in the trailer that Megatron is a bit different, where this version of me says I've picked up on that, and also B says it. And we get this cool energy from it. We get to see an extended shot of the Decepticons forming, and Megatron saying, "Burn it down," all of it. And the action is really good in this trailer. And the trailer ends off, or one of the endings of the trailer is a shot with me and Megatron. And I say, we could have built the future together. And Megatron says, I don't think so. It was so awesome. I loved the energy from this trailer. This should have been trailer 1. Trailer 1 sucked. It focused too much on the humor. Like, you can have humor in a trailer, but when you are throwing joke after joke after joke after joke on it, especially a movie like this, it is concerning. And a lot of films have been doing this lately, where they just push jokes. Like, it makes sense for a comedy, but it doesn't make any sense for every other franchise, that, like sci-fi or action movies. It doesn't work. It makes it seem that you aren't taking your series seriously. Continuing on, the trailer ends with Shockwave and Starscream and Soundwave being there, and Bumblebee's naming each character. And B asks if there's any other waves in here, which was a little cringy. Personally, for me, for the ending of these trailers, I actually prefer the Brazilian version of the trailer, where there's a muzzle on B's mouth, and Shockwave was like, he wouldn't stop talking. Leah would ask him even when he was unconscious, and Shockwave's like, especially when he was unconscious.
Why is he gagged?
He wouldn't stop talking.
Even when he was unconscious?
Especially when he was unconscious. I told you it wasn't high enough.
That ending of the trailer was perfect and was way better than the one we got. Even though trailer 2 was really good in the US, it did unfortunately have a bad ending that was kind of annoying. But I liked this one better. So I have a little bit more hope with this movie. I'm really hoping it's good. I'm really hoping. Now let's get into the sneak peek that came out recently, and that is the sneak peek of the race that was revealed, I'd say, a week or two ago. And the scene starts off with Central going like, start your engines. Megatron is like, I can't believe that we got the front row seats where I put a jetpack on Megatron's back. And as the race is starting, we jump into the race, and there is a bunch of references in this. We get to see all the Autobots, including RC, Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, Ironhide. We also see some obscure characters in there, including Deep Cover, or at least I think it's Deep Cover, and that yellow and black repainted Jazz. His name's on the tip of my head. Oh, right. I remember his name. His name was Jackpot. We also later in the shot see Elita 1, which of course you already knew that. We see also Brawn and a bunch of other characters. And also we got a bunch of references in the race, especially some obscure characters. Let's see. We have Mirage, Blowout, Clampdown, Silverbolt, High Beam, Dead End, Slingshot. Let's see who's else on the list. We're obviously on the list called Miners. Override, Double Clutch, Mean Streak, which I had to look on the internet who he was, and apparently he's a G2 character. Like, man, there are a lot of references, and I'm pretty sure there's still more. Yeah, 2 more. We got Cliff Jumper, and we have Motormouth. Wait, which one's Motormouth again? Who is also a G2 character. Thank you. Anyway, then, pretty much the rest of the stuff is just bonus clips. Like, there's one shot when me and Megatron fight. I whack him with his turret that I rip off his body in his tank mode. And, yeah, I can't remember everything else. So, yeah, I finally did a video as people wanted. Now, we'll see how the film is. Please, for those who have seen the movie early, there were a select few who did manage to see the movie early before its premiere date. Please do not spoil it for us. Please. Anyway, this is Optimus Prime signing out. Until all are one. Except you, Earthspark Prime, not you.